Most men think attraction is something that happens to them. Either she feels it or she doesn't. So they shrug, blame their looks, blame their luck, and quietly accept a romantic life smaller than what they actually want. Machiavelli would have found this thinking pathetic. He spent his entire life watching power move between people, and the one thing he understood better than almost anyone is this: most men don't lose because the odds are against them. They lose because they keep handing their power away through small, invisible habits they've never stopped to examine. These are the 5 weaknesses quietly costing you more than you realize. 1. Needing constant reassurance. Machiavelli described certain princes as dependent on approval, not because they lacked intelligence, but because they didn't trust their own judgment. That reflexive need for validation announced their insecurity louder than any words could. The modern version: texting twice before she replies, asking if she's having fun while she's clearly having fun, apologizing for opinions before anyone objects. Each behavior sends the same signal: I don't fully trust myself. Tell me I'm acceptable. Attraction requires solidity. Someone who needs constant propping up offers nothing solid to lean against. If you are enjoying this story, please click the subscribe button. 2. Talking more than you listen. Machiavelli noticed that courts were full of men who told rulers only what they wanted to hear, and it destroyed more kingdoms than open enemies ever did. The romantic version works in reverse. The man who dominates every conversation is so focused on transmitting that he never actually receives. He waits for her to finish, not to hear her, but to figure out what he'll say next. Women feel this immediately, even when they can't name it. Machiavelli valued intelligence gathering above almost everything else. Before any campaign, the effective prince listened first. That same orientation, genuine curiosity about the person in front of you, is one of the most powerful things you can bring to any interaction. Ask a real question, then actually listen. 3. Collapsing under pressure. A prince who is charming during good times, then panicked when things go wrong, reveals something important. The good times version was never quite real. The romantic equivalent is the man who is relaxed and easy until she seems slightly less interested, until another man enters the picture, until the first disagreement. Then he becomes anxious, clingy, or cold. What women call emotional security is simply this: the ability to remain yourself when things get uncertain, to feel the anxiety, because anxiety is human, without being controlled by it. Machiavelli called this virtù, the capacity to act well regardless of what fortune is doing, a man who doesn't need smooth conditions to stay steady. 4. Performing effortlessness. This one is subtle enough that most men never catch it. Modern dating culture has hardened certain ideas into gospel. Play it cool. Never text first. Never be the one who cares more. The theory isn't entirely wrong, but when the strategy becomes the point, when a man is so focused on performing disinterest that he loses track of what he actually feels, the woman across from him senses the performance. She can't always name it, but she feels it. Real effortlessness comes from genuinely not needing the outcome to define you. That is different from pretending you don't need it. One is freedom, the other is theater. When you actually like yourself, you don't need to engineer her curiosity. 5. Borrowing identity instead of building one. Machiavelli was direct about this. A prince who relies entirely on borrowed resources holds power conditionally. The moment those external supports shift, everything collapses. The borrowed identity man defines himself through associations. The right friends, the right title, the right image. Impressive in the first 15 minutes, hollow after that. The man who is genuinely building something carries a gravity that borrowed status cannot replicate. He knows who he is when the accessories are removed. Build your own capacity, real skills, genuine interests, a point of view that belongs to you. This is the real-life lesson. The men who are consistently attractive to women are not running techniques. They have done the slower, harder work of becoming someone with actual substance. They know themselves, they stay composed, They build something real. That, as Machiavelli understood about power in every form, is the only foundation that lasts.